Hey everyone, it's Lisa, and today I'm going to tell you about my skincare, which is the Obagi, and it's the Nu-Derm system, and it's also called the Obagi Condition and Enhance system. The everyday procedure between procedures is what it says. And this came out of the actual kit that I bought. And what I usually do, or what I've done the past 2 times that I have done this system, is I bought the travel set, which is, I think it's somewhere between 200 and 250, like, right in there. I think it varies, the different places that you are able to get the full size kits, and I'm not sure how much that is, but I've always just started off with this one, and then I can replace things as they run out, and it doesn't cost as much right in the beginning. Because you also need to get, to go with it, you need to get, a good eye cream, and you also need to get the tretinoin, the Retin-A, or the Retinol cream to go with it. So it is kind of, pricey in the beginning, but it's worth it. So like I said, I got the kit, and Obagi comes from a doctor. His name is Dr. Obagi. And this is the skincare that he thought of, or he created for, it says, it's the Enhance system, the #1 prescription strength, physician dispensed skincare system that complements your facial procedures to lighten, tighten, firm, and turn your skin cells over on a daily basis. You use it twice a day, and it makes your skin appear better, and it's anti-aging, and it's supposed to be just healthy for your skin. Now, one thing that I know he believes, and this is a belief of mine too, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but he believes if you get your skin in good condition, you will not need an extra moisturizer. When you exfoliate and do the things you want, you will not do the things you need to do, you will not need an additional moisturizer. And that's how I've always felt, but I've always had, normal to oily skin. So there could be some that disagree with me. This is a picture, a before and after picture here, and you can see the melasma and stuff that a lot of people, that's what a lot of people get this for. Now, the first time I ever heard of Obagi, my good friend, Brandy, she had the melasma bad. She's got a not dark complected, but she's somebody that tans really easy, and she's got dark hair, real pretty green eyes, and dark eyelashes, just a gorgeous girl. And after she had children, she started getting the melasma really bad. She got it really bad on her cheeks, and you'll see a lot of people will get like a mustache of it, and then big patches on their forehead, and it almost gets to the point where you can't hide it. And she went to the dermatologist and got this, and that is the first time I had ever heard of it. And she did not get any peels or anything done. She just started doing this, and I remember her skin just peeling off, just peeling and peeling. And she went through that phase, and that's what they say is you'll go through about 6 weeks. In this instructions, see, they'll give you the different phases, and the first weeks 1 through 6 is going to be goodbye to old skin cells. And what happens is the ingredients penetrate the layers of your skin to promote cellular turnover, and but it says you can expect itchy, dryness, redness, and then you'll see your skin tone start to get even. Now, the first time I did the Obagi, I started going through that process, and a couple weeks in, that was when my esthetician recommended that I get the Vitalize peel by Skin Medica, I believe is who that's by. And she said that way we'll just kind of jumpstart and go right through that whole peeling process. So that's what I did the first time that I did this process. It really worked. It just helped my skin just look better, feel better. It reduces your pore size, because anytime you exfoliate all of that debris out of your pores, they're going to shrink back down to their normal size. It just gets rid of blackheads, just all that just gunk that just builds up on your face. And it definitely fades your brown patches. I mean, it just performs miracles, and you can see a lot of before and after pictures if you look it up online, and I will put the Obagi link down below. This time I went to go get a facial, and I knew I just wanted to get started, you know, on some of these things again. I had not done it in a couple of years, and so I went in to get a facial, and I ended up getting the Vi peel, which does the same thing. It exfoliates. It's a medium depth peel. It takes off that top layer of dead skin cells and does all that kind of good stuff. So then they suggested that I get back on my Obagi system, which I agreed because I remembered how good it did before. And like I told you, there was a girl in the office that had done a combination of these two, and it was just, you know, her skin was just gorgeous, and they showed me some before pictures, and she had the melasma really bad too. Now you might be asking, why would I do the Obagi and the peel? With the peel, it's just going to get rid of that top layer of dead skin, and now this Obagi is going to just really penetrate, and especially the hydroquinone is going to really get down into those old stubborn brown spots and start to lighten them, and it'll go down into where the pigmentation is produced, and it will stop it, and it will start fading out the top. So I'm going to go through all of the different things in the Obagi system and explain to you what they do, and you know, your different options and everything. Okay, one thing I want to say is all of these products, they do smell good. None of them, you know, smell bad. They all smell fresh and clean, but this is not going to be a luxurious, you know, fluffy, just pampering type of skincare regimen. It's really, when you are doing it, you realize you're doing a medical, you know, type skincare. I mean, this is, my friend that did it and had such good luck, she had gotten it from her dermatologist. It's really, you know, a lot of doctors believe in it, and also estheticians, and so don't expect, you know, just really luxurious smells and the packaging and everything. It's very medical, as you'll see. So the first thing is the foaming gel. Okay, I should say too, there are two kits. One of them is for normal to oily skin, which is what I have, and then there is another kit in the Nu-Derm that is for normal to dry. So a couple of the products will vary. This is one of them. In my kit, the normal to oily, you get the foaming gel. In the dry, you'll get a gentle cleanser, which is one of those more creamy based cleansers. This one is like a pink gel, and I love it. It smells really good. And in the kit, you'll get two of the cleansers, and what I do is put one in the shower and then one, you know, on my vanity. That's Bridget. Then you'll get a toner, and this says it restores the natural pH of the skin. And another thing I want to mention too is there's several steps, but you'll see not only does it tell you on the box what you do in the AM and the PM, but you'll see on every package it will have a number, and it will have an AM or a PM. Like the foaming gel will be for AM and PM. So that's number one. Number two is your toner, and that's pretty self-explanatory. It's just like all toners. It says refreshing blend that hydrates and tones the skin. And you just do that to your face and neck. And you'll see it's number two, and it's AM and PM. The third step is one of the most valuable steps, and that is the clear. And it's AM and PM. You can see it's step number 3, and this contains 4% hydroquinone, which is like if you were to go order some of these things off of eBay or a website, you're not going to be able to get this clear off of that website, because it needs to be, you either need to have a prescription to order it online, or there might be some places that you could call and talk to a doctor or a dermatologist, or you know, somebody that maybe could do it for you, but you have to get it in either a med spa or a dermatologist, because this is prescription strength hydroquinone in here. And you'll put this on in the day and the night. What you do is in the morning and at night you take just a small amount and you spread it, you know, on your face. You don't go too close to your eyes. You just spread it all evenly all over your face. And what I usually do is let that dry for just a few minutes, just let it soak in, and then I usually take a little bit more and I go over those spots. I don't know if you can see, I've got like 2 over here, and then I've got about 5 different spots that I'm trying to fade. And what I've been told is if you have had a spot or a dark patch for a long time, it's going to be a lot harder to get rid of, because it's probably going to be, the pigmentation is going to be deeper, and it's just going to be a lot more stubborn. I don't know if I've told you that I've had the IPL, which is the Intense Pulsed Light, which is a laser. I've had it done several times. I think one time I paid, gosh, I think $500 just to have my cheeks done and my chin, and they did it, full blast, and did all they could do, and it still really didn't get rid of it as good as the Obagi did. So, so take a little bit after you've let it soak in and just dab it on those spots, wherever they are, and then let that soak in. So you do that morning and night. Okay, at night, you have your, let's see, and it'll tell you at night you skip step 4, and you'll go straight to the step 5, which is called blender. Now this confused me to death in the beginning, because I'm one of those people, I know a lot of people just do what they tell you, but for some reason, especially with skincare, I want to know why I'm doing it and what it's doing. I love to study everything and find out what's going on. So what the blender is the skin lightening and bleaching cream. It still has the 4% hydroquinone, but this is made to mix with your Retin-A or Retinol, which is the additional product that you'll have to purchase. Now, the first time that I did it, I purchased this Retinol cream, which is going to be not as strong as your Retin-A. And you take this and you apply just a small amount, and they'll show you, I believe it's back here. Yeah. They'll show you the amount. This is the measuring guide, and they'll show you the amount to squeeze out on your hand, and then your esthetician or whoever will tell you how much of your retinol. Now, they've always told me just a pea-size amount, and I do stress that. Do not think that you're going to need more than that, because this is the strongest stuff I have ever experienced as far as skincare. And what you do is you mix those together, and then you spread that evenly all over your face. Now, what this does is, and I'm going to explain it to you like the first girl I ever went to, she explained it to me this way, and I think it makes sense. The retinol, what this does is this takes, she said it's kind of like it has a backpack, and it grabs all the ingredients that you've put on your skin, especially this hydroquinone, and it puts it in that backpack, and it takes it down deep into your skin, into the lower layers of your skin, and then it lets it work down there. So what this does is it just intensifies everything that you're doing, especially the lightening and especially the cell turnover. That's what, Retin-A does. So this, in conjunction with the blender, is what really kickstarts your skincare, and this is what really makes your skin peel and makes the cells turn over. So this is a key component to your system. Now, it's strong, and you will really, you want to keep it away from the corners of your mouth. You want to keep it away from the corners of your nose, any of those places that are going to crack and get dry anyway. You want to just keep it away from your eyes. Don't put it near the corners of your eyes or under your eyes. Just keep it, just in the places that you're going to have problems anyway. So I've tried that. I've tried this that another dermatologist gave me, which is a gel-based tretinoin gel 0.05. And when I first started using that every night, like they tell you, I had, I had major redness, and every place that I had a brown patch almost turned into like a sore and got really raw, which is a good thing because you're getting rid of it, but it hurt. So I had to back off to every other night, and then I ended up having to back off to about every 3 nights. And so that's something you're going to have to gauge yourself. Some people may be able to take it every night. You might have to, back off a little bit. And what that's doing is, a lot of times you'll notice that your brown patches will even have a texture, and you don't realize it until you really start like this system. You'll see they have their own roughness to them, even though you might not think so. And so what that does is it grabs that extra product, and that's why it will sometimes peel just right on that brown patch. So You do that at night, and that is your last step at night. I do have the Elastoderm eye treatment gel, and this is to restore elasticity in your under eyes. I've had this and the cream, and that's another good Obagi product that I've used for years, and I still like it and use that. Now I'm going to go to the morning. So when you wake up the next morning, you'll still do your number 1, your number 2, which is the cleanser and toner. You'll still do your number 3, which is the clear, the hydroquinone, and then you're going to skip the blender in the morning. And you'll notice it only has a PM, it doesn't have an AM. And you'll go to your number 4 step, which is, and it just says AM, and this is an older bottle. I had some left of this, so I haven't opened my new one, because you'll see it looks a little dirty. But this is the Exfoliation Forte. This is another thing that will vary according to what kit that you get, either normal to oily or dry. If you have the normal to oily like I do, you'll get the Exfoliation Forte, which is an exfoliant, and it contains glycolic acid and lactic acid, and some other, of course, purified water, all that other kind of stuff. If you have dry skin, you'll just get the Exfoliation, which I believe just has the lactic acid. I may be wrong on that, but I know it doesn't have both of the acids. It's a milder thing. And I do know that if you go to order any of this, this is another thing, the Exfoliation Forte is another one that is more difficult. I'm not sure if it's impossible, but it's more difficult to order online. They want a doctor to sell this and give this. The regular Exfoliation you can get online, like on eBay and stuff like that. So you'll do your cleanse, tone, and then you'll do your clear, and then you'll go to step 4, which is your Exfoliation Forte. And you'll only do this in the morning, and you'll spread this on your skin. And I will warn you, it's strong. And if you have any really raw places, like right here and right here have really been peeling on me, which has always been my dry skin, it will kind of sting when you go over those places because it does have the glycolic acid. But I still do it because I know it's just part of the process. So you put that on in the morning. Your sunscreen, which is so important. If you don't use sunscreen, there is just no sense in doing this at all, because it only takes just a minute out in the sun for that pigmentation to come back to the surface. And they're even saying that lights, the lights in your office building and stuff can also cause the pigment to come up. So sunscreen is just a must. Now the kit will come with this sunscreen, a little small one, and I had bought a large one a while ago. So I use this inside, and then I try to put the small one in my car in case I'm in a hurry or something happens, or in case I think I need more sunscreen. It's just always good to have sunscreen in your car. So you put that on, and this is a zinc-based sunscreen. Let's see, I'm not going to read all the ingredients. You can look it up, but it's let's see, it's zinc 9%. It is white, and it will cause a little bit of a white cast to your skin, but nothing. I've used it, right on. I put my makeup right over it. It doesn't cause anything, and a lot of times your skin will be red, and so it's kind of nice to have this to go over your skin to cancel out some of the redness. Plus, it is very soothing. Zinc is a natural skin calmer, and it's so soothing after you put on that Exfoliation and all that other stuff, especially when you're in that first 6 weeks. You'll be glad to put this sunscreen on, trust me. So one thing I wanted to mention is right now with my blender, I got something new, and I showed you this when I first got it, and it is the Refisa, and I guess it's put out by Spear, and I got it from the Obagi rep when she was there that day. And this is supposed to be one that a lot of people that have a hard time tolerating retinol and retin-A, like Renova and all the different retin-A products, this is supposed to be one that a lot of people can use, and it's because it's emollient, and it is the 0.05% prescription only. And so I've been putting a pea-sized amount of this in with my blender at night, and I've only been doing this every other night because I already knew that I was pretty sensitive, and I wanted to see how every other night how my skin reacted to that, and if it still does well, I might bump it up to every night. Okay, so I hope that helps some with just explaining the different steps. And I know it seems like a lot, and at first it was overwhelming for me. I remember just every time, looking at the box, making sure I did the right steps, but it becomes, just second nature. You just know exactly what to pick up and when you're doing it, and the results are just phenomenal. And it's just so worth it. And it's something that you can continue, because once you go through the different phases, the first 6 weeks is the worst, and then you'll go through phase 2, which is week 7 through 12, which is hello to new skin cells. Your skin produces normal healthy cells, and the collagen production is stimulated, which is great. And then phase 3 is weeks 12 through 18. You'll get layers of skin, receive an increased supply of nutrients and blood flow. You can expect skin to be firmer, tighter, naturally hydrated, evenly colored, and more resilient. And then phase 4 is a better overall appearance. The overall quality of your skin has improved, making results of your facial procedure even better. Now, so it will be up to you. I know when I finished my, my first round of this, I just, kept on with the, the different things. Of course, I kept on with the cleanser, toner. I think I did the clear until it was gone, and I know I kept up with the sunscreen. And once I had my brown patches faded and I had finished the hydroquinone, I took a break from it, and I think I replaced it with a Glow Therapy Skin Brightening Serum, which was more natural ingredients, and because you still want to keep the hyperpigmentation down. And that might be something you want to look at, is what causes hyperpigmentation, and then you'll understand all of this a little bit better, because after I understood how it all worked, I remember it made a lot more sense to me. So please feel free to ask me any questions. I'm not an expert, and I know your results are going to vary, and your skin is just going to react to everything differently, but I don't think I've ever known anyone, and I have known just at least probably 10 people who have done this, that have not been just so satisfied with the results. Though this is something to make you look better, this is also great for the health of your skin. Even my husband, when he comes back from the dermatologist and he goes to an older lady, and she is the one that found his skin cancer. He had skin cancer on his arm, and he's also had he had a huge place cut out of his arm, and he's also had some things removed from his face. So they're real careful with him. Every time he has gone to her, he brings back a bag full of the aqua glycolic products. And she has done the same thing with me. She really recommends that you use something that is going to exfoliate your skin. You do not want dead skin cells to build up on your face, because that is where the cancer cells will begin, and you're more at risk to get skin cancer if you are not exfoliating your skin. And this is what she has said to me, and it's what she has said to him, and this is our dermatologist, not the esthetician, so you may want to read on that. But even when I got the peel done, the Vi peel, they were saying how good it is to get that, especially after the summer, when you have, even though I wear sunscreen and sunscreen makeup, you still end up getting a little bit of sun, and it's so good to get those old skin cells off and to get that fresh, healthy skin, because you're then less apt to get the skin stress. That you need to discuss it with your doctor. I don't recommend that you just go and order it unless you have tried it before, because you may have some circumstance that would not be good for you to use this. So I do recommend that you either go to a medical spa that has, is overseen by a doctor, or you go to your dermatologist and ask about it. But it is so worth it, and I really think that if you have, mild to even severe discoloration, that you will really, find it beneficial. So I hope that helps, and I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.